Unqualified as Fuck is the ultimate podcast for anyone hustling to find happiness in this crazy world. Whether you're deep in a relationship, stuck in a situationship, heartbroken, or just feeling lost, we've got your back.
Join us as we share our own experiences and guide you on your journey of self-awareness and elevation.
We're committed to offering diverse perspectives because we understand that there's more than one way to get shit done.
By the way, we're with the shits.
So tap in, get lit,
and let's get to the bag. Hello, motherfuckers. Welcome to another episode of the Unqualified as Fuck podcast. Yes, I brought the motherfuckers back. Try me if you want to.
That's how she feels.
That's how
she's
okay?
in
I
that
stay ready
mode.
so I don't have to get ready. Hello? I'm tired of motherfuckers and people trying to limit me on what I say and what I do. So anyways, I'm your host, Azar Faraday. As you know, say the whole name.
Mm-hmm.
This is my beautiful co-host, Jenny B. Motherfucking Thick, and that ass be assin'.
Hello.
And this is the magnificent Opulent Six. Y'all know him because he be cooking that shit.
Oh, he's
Y'all
staying.
always say he stay cooking that crack. He's Chef
Wash
Curry
the
with
dishes.
the pot. Boy,
Wash the dishes, put the food in the
he's Chef
Tupperware.
Curry
Cut
with
the
the
light
pot.
on over the
Cut the
stove.
light on over the
Hello,
stove.
light on, and the event fan is on to keep y'all motherfuckers from getting too hot in the kitchen.
I think they're gonna like this episode or not. It's gonna be interesting,
They're
nevertheless.
gonna be mad regardless.
And I'm willing to bet that we all gonna get dragged
Yeah.
after
we
this
always get
episode.
dragged. Six. When do we not get dragged?
I
I'm the
know.
most draggable bitch there is.
I'm a pick me.
She's a pick me, and
I beat
Six,
my wife.
She has half
They
it.
sorry.
Six has half and
That's
half
not
because
funny.
they love you
That's not funny.
more.
They
I
sorry.
think they love Six the most.
You're
they
a
hate
whole
me the most.
chef.
And Jen is like,
You do catch a lot of even
You catch
strays.
A lot of strays.
I do.
Even strays.
I was-
Direct
have
strays.
y'all seen my DMs?
You told
These
us.
niggas are like, kill
All right.
yourself, bitch, and die. I'm
That's
like,
not-
well, god damn, if I
Kill
was
yourself
suicidal,
and die
then
is crazy.
you
Forget
lucky my
about it.
mind is strong than a motherfucker. But anyways,
Y'all
today,
gonna love this episode.
Yeah.
Today,
I feel it.
They gonna love to
the
hate us.
title of the episode, the episode
Is-
is about.
Wait, I want to say this before you drop the episode.
Dang. Why is your finger so
sorry,
strong?
I'm sorry.
She said, "Why your finger so strong?" Y'all saw that? She like,
You a bitch. So this is you a dirty hoe.
Remember? I will
Dirty
never
back
forget.
hoe. Okay, so look. I want to say thank you guys for all the subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
We've reached 10K recently, but now we're at
did.
11,500.
What's our IG?
Oh.
What's our IG?
And our IG is almost at 60,000. We're almost at 100K on you hoes.
yeah.
And we're so grateful for that because it's like
Yeah.
anyone who fucks with us, we fuck with you. And even if you love to hate us, even if you love one of us and you hate another one, it's okay. Because guess what? We love you.
And one
regardless.
thing that we decided as a group to be transparent is our journey there. So
Yeah.
when we talk about our 10,000 subscribers, we're gonna say it with just as much glee when we hit 1 million subscribers.
We are.
But we want to let everybody know every step of the way we grateful. And we're not afraid of letting the world see us start our brand, our business, and our dynasty from the bottom. So this is what we're doing. We're being transparent. So yes, we're celebrating our 11.5
Exactly.
thousand followers on YouTube and then our 60-something thousand on Instagram because these are organic. We don't purchase ads. We don't DM people. We don't solicit. We just put out the content,
And we
talk
do.
about the subjects that matter, try to give different perspectives on it.
And y'all fuck with us.
And we've been growing.
And let me say
we
this
love
though, for
it.
you haters that be coming to my page talking about my daddy ain't a real man and all this weird shit, there's a few things I don't play with. My daddy, my niece, and my co-host. So try me if you want to, bitch.
Now, wait, but
Wait,
pause.
hold
That
on.
was silly.
That was.
She told people that love to play all the things to play with. Let me tell you something.
Nah,
if you
it-
ever play with my daddy, my uncle, my niece, talk about my hair, my vitiligo, don't ever. You just gave them. You gave them all the.
Why do I have it like? Okay, let's introduce the fucking topic.
topic.
All
So
right.
the topic is
Women need to stop doing this shit. So we
women
have.
need to stop doing this hoe ass shit.
So we gonna list. I have a list of things because I went online and just asked men
Me
like, "Hey, I'm
too.
doing an episode.
Me too.
Let me know." So I'll read off a few of what people were telling me,
All right.
and then I'll give you a few of my own. But I found it interesting that the feedback I got from most men, what they were saying. I'm gonna let Jenny be thick go first. She talked to less. Jenny, what is some of the things? One of the
Okay.
things. Go start with one
I'm gonna do
that
some of
women
the most
really need to
interesting
stop
ones.
doing. Go ahead.
The one of the biggest things that I saw was stop telling a man what a man is supposed to do.
I'm gonna talk about that. But
Yeah.
Go ahead. No.
Okay.
Let's start right there.
Just start right there
Yeah.
without me finishing the list.
We'll start by
start
commenting
there.
on each, and then we'll go.
We're going to talk about...
So stop telling a man what a man is supposed to do. I get that, right?
Mhm.
And I'm for that because it's like a man is supposed to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, that's
and I
annoying
feel that,
to
and
me.
that is annoying because it's like a woman's supposed to cook and clean. It's like, bitch. But I will say this: there's a certain level where I want to understand where is the line to be drawn, right? Because there's a certain level of understanding what your partner needs,
Mm.
and there's a certain level of like you just trying to tell me what to do as a man. So how do we decipher, Six? Like, because there's some things where it's like, as a partner, I want to communicate, this is what I need in a relationship to feel satisfied.
Right. But all right, so let me say this.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this analogy. If you bought a TV from Target and you plugged it up and it didn't work, what you going to do?
Take it back to Target
Why?
because I'm the one that they sold it to me
But why are you taking it back?
because that's where I got it
But why are you taking...
because it does not work.
Oh, okay. It's not functioning the way it's supposed to be.
So
When you get with a man, if you get with a man that's not functioning the way a man's supposed to be, you need to give him back. Stop trying to coerce
Who's
him
the
into
target?
Listen, stop trying to coerce him into being a man. I'm drawing the distinction between that thin line, she said. Where's the thin line of saying what I need as a person and me telling you what to do?
Jesus.
You don't have to tell a TV what to do. It's already programmed. It knows what to do. When the TV is not doing what it's supposed to do, you take it back.
True.
So as a man, and all the attributes that contribute to his manhood, if he is not doing that, then you need to take him back.
You cooking with grease.
Everything.
You need to take it back.
You know
But
what's
when
interesting?
when it comes to advocating for yourself, things that you really want, and like Jen, you vacillate with this a lot. I love when you advocate for yourself. I hate when you don't. I hate when you be like, yo, I don't want to tell a man what to do. I don't want to tell nobody what to do.
I hate when you
know.
do that. And
I
like
don't like it. I just don't like it sometimes because no matter what externally you tell yourself I should be this way, you're not going to stop feeling how you really feel. So address how you really feel and advocate for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself.
I
And that's
agree.
not when you telling your partner what you need. That's not an ultimatum because we had a conversation about that's telling a partner what you need. That's like when you buy a BMW, they say you need oil, you need gas. That's not an ultimatum. They letting you know if you don't put oil in this BMW, it's gonna break down. You telling your partner if you don't spend time with me, I'm going to break up with you. I'm going to break down. You're telling them what you need. Now you can do what you want with that information.
I love that.
That's
to
the
next
big
thing.
difference.
That's good.
That's the big difference.
No, that's a motherfucking Fendi.
Okay, so maybe I get real quick. I gave my friend advice. I try not to, but she asked, and she was dating this guy, and she's just met him. They've only been hanging out for like a week. They already hung out twice. They had a great time, but she's like, but dang, he don't text me enough. I was like, okay, but she also said when they do communicate, it's very effective and intentional. He's like, hey, I want to see
Then
what
what
he
the
did.
fuck?
Right. So I told her, I was like, well, babe, if you want more
Your
attention,
friend ain't busy enough.
well,
I agree.
or she
That's
likes
what
that guy a
Cameron
lot.
said.
Or she likes that guy a lot.
No.
Sometimes when you like the guy a lot.
When they text, now unless she say he missing days.
No. She
All
says
right.
like there's some minimal conversations throughout
Not
the
everyone
day.
is a texter.
That's what I said. That's
And
what I
not
said.
just
Okay, so
that,
I didn't give her
he
bad
could be
advice.
busy. He
That's
could
what I
be
said,
busy.
too.
I understand that you like. I really want to hear
Right.
from my boo.
Right.
Then initiate the conversation and have enough patience to wait.
But
till
she
he
was
reply
like,
back.
dang, does he not think about me? I'm like, maybe he does, but that doesn't mean he automatically is going to pick up his phone.
Right.
He's
but
busy.
He could be busy.
Okay, so I didn't give her bad advice.
He
okay.
can know. He can,
All right.
If he's busy, what do you want?
Yeah,
what do
that's
you want him to do?
okay.
So stop doing that.
Okay.
Stop putting so much emphasis on how long it take him to reply to your text messages. If you know that he's a man that's well-to-do,
Great.
just give him a time to get back to you.
Yeah, and every time they do talk, it's generally intentional. And I said, I actually like that. I was like, but if you need more attention and it's a deal breaker for you, it's a deal breaker for you. Like if you want someone who's going to be on the phone or texting, that's a different type of man. That's not the man you're dealing with. So make a decision. That's kind of what I told her. Here's one more interesting one. Stop expecting men to be a finished product.
She looked right at me. Go ahead, Azar. Say your shit.
What's up with the tongue?
So what I will say is I had a few little shots. So the tongue is coming out. But what I will say is this. No one is a fucking finished product.
Right.
Like, this shit is a fucking process. Fall in love with the journey.
Mm.
I feel like a lot of women expect things out of men that they're not even capable of or willing to give. And my
That's
opinion
true.
is, it's like, look at yourself in the mirror. You want a rich man, you want a fit man, you want a man that communicates, you want a man that's on top of his shit, and you a lazy bum. So in my opinion, it's like, get your shit together first before you start asking a man to become something that you can't even become yourself. Okay?
Well, women have a long history of creating the ideal man. Since they were children, they were given Barbies and Ken dolls that they can dress up the Ken doll how he want.
True.
And most women have an ideal of the man they want, and he only exists in their head. Like that, the ideal of the man you want is not real. You're not even the ideal woman that the ideal man you want would want. You know what I'm saying? But there's a thin line, and I'm gonna keep it real, even though this is the episode is women need to stop doing this shit. Men need to stop accusing women of being gold diggers because they expect you to have the bare minimum that is appropriate for your age. Like, if she expects you to have a car because you've been on Earth 42 human years, she's not a gold digger. You should have a car after 42 human years. If she expects you to have steady
human
income
years?
after 42 human years, you should have steady income. You
What's
can't
human
call
years? What else is there but human years?
There's doggy
Dog
years,
years,
alligator
cat years,
years,
kitty cat
elephant years. Yeah,
Y'all
Pussy years,
stupid.
pussy miles.
yeah. So
That should be ran through.
she said. So, but
Why
what
are
I'm
you
saying
making stuff up?
that thin line, men need to stop doing that.
I
'Cause
agree.
You don't have the basic that you should have at this age of being on Earth. Then you're not fit to be dating right now. That don't mean she a gold digger or she want a finished product. Every grown woman wants a man who can pick itself up and drive itself. Every grown woman wants a man with a license. Sir, you don't even have a license. Your credit
But
is
that's the
bad.
thing that
And
I
your
see
attitude
with
is
these
bad.
women is that, I mean, with these men, it's like, y'all are so upset that women want basic shit, right? Like, for instance, this guy was hitting me up all the time, and he kept hitting me on Instagram. What are you doing? What's up? When am I gonna see you? Like, dumb shit, right? And I was like, you'll see me when you decide to plan a date. And he actually happens to be like a man that has like clout. He's a little bit famous. And then he tried to get offended. And he was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just regular. I'm not all that. I said, sir, I didn't ask you to do nothing but plan a date and court me like I should be courted. Like, I just think
Yeah,
that
that's
men
real.
get seriously triggered because they're so used to women like, buy me a Birkin bag and do all of this. And it's like, that's not what I'm asking. Court me. You could take me to get a coffee for $3 motherfucking dollars.
You know, Jen love them coffee
Yeah, love a
dates.
coffee.
I was
right
about
after
to
date.
jump in. I was like, let me chill because
But-
what?
but
Date?
that-
You know how I feel about dates.
But that's so annoying. It's like, you're getting
Well, he's just
triggered
telling you
off
who
of
he
regular
is. It
shit.
shouldn't be annoying. It should just be telling you who he is.
Hear this woman go.
It's not annoying. It's just he's just putting his cards on.
Well,
the
then
table.
stop hitting me up and saying, what are you doing? And then getting
Right.
offended.
I just don't answer.
Right.
What do you mean? You're hitting me, you're hitting me, you're hitting me. And he asked me
Ignore.
his entry way into fucking with me. I told you what it was, and now you're complaining. Don't reply, sir, because I told you who the fuck I was, so you ain't got to say shit back if that's not who
What
you
was
are.
he expecting to happen?
Who the fuck knows? These niggas is weird.
Oh, okay.
Next question.
But she's the agitator. That
That's
hit a nerve.
okay.
But I agree with you. Like, if you like, all right, you will see me when you plan a date, and that was
Simple.
offensive to him, then that mean that if
Definitely
he
a
ain't
red
taking
flag,
you on
yeah.
dates from the conception of the relationship. I'm getting to know you.
Yeah.
Once you get in a relationship,
What do you
What could it
he's
be?
probably not going to take you. He's going to continue the behavior. It's going to be a
It's gonna
chronic
be a good
continuance of
Yeah.
what it took to get in your pants. So you just move on. Anything else you got, Jen?
I thought one more interesting one, a funny one, was stop with the Miss Piggy eyelashes. That's a funny
I
one.
feel that though.
So
Them
one I
eyelashes.
thought was
That's why these
interesting.
niggas be picking. This is why women
Are you
be
gonna
picking
fly
the
away?
wrong man. Cause y'all could barely see with them eyelashes
You
on.
stupid.
She couldn't wait. She could not wait.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's
Y'all
her.
bitches could barely see with these big ass eyelashes, so you steady picking the wrong man.
I'm trying to
If
figure out
you
why
don't
that's a
take them
trend.
big
Oh.
butterfly wings off your eyes, baby.
Oh, my
so you
God.
can see for real.
Okay, so being uncooperative, being hyper independent, and stop advocating being partners.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Wait,
I
wait.
got the first two.
Wait, hold on.
I got the first two.
The guy said
guy
stop
said this.
advocating being partners.
I wonder what he meant by that. I could only surmise.
I don't know what he meant, but I
Yeah.
know what that means. That
Okay, go
sentence
for
has
it.
a meaning to it,
Go for it.
and that sounds asinine.
Okay.
Why would you want the woman that you with to not advocate to be your partner?
Mm.
So are you saying you want her to be insubordinate, or are you saying you don't want help?
Maybe he doesn't need help.
I think it's the
that's-
first.
That's also a
I
bar.
think it's the first one. Because
What would be the
Mo-
harm in being partners?
you're not listening to what I just
Insubordinate.
said. And the first one is he wants her to be insubordinate.
Right. I know what insubordinate means.
Right. So everything is wrong with that. A man that needs a woman to be insubordinate to him doesn't have the gumption or the mind to treat her right, because he wants someone that he feels that he can rule over. You're not supposed to rule over your woman. You're supposed to rule with your woman. The hunt is always better when your queen is just as hungry.
Say it again.
Yeah.
The hunt is always better when your queen is just as hungry.
Okay.
And what does that mean?
That means when you have a like-minded individually who's equally yoked, both in business acumen and the way they feel about you as a person, that the relationship will surely be happy, healthy, and fruitful. Because when you watching her back, she watching your back. When you doing A, she doing B. When you going left, she going right. Y'all covering more ground. She's not just sitting there looking pretty. See, women need to learn how to earn their keep after the sex is finished.
Hello, after the sex.
That's why I didn't
You
say
hear what I'm
nothing.
saying?
I just
When it's
looked
over,
I was like,
most
oh.
women don't want to play a vital role
That's
in
true.
in contributing to the success of their own relationship. She don't know how to do anything. She can't cook from scratch, but she can make an argument from scratch.
You know what's so crazy is that real? Say that again.
I said, she liked that one. I'm for real. but these women, they can't do. You're choosing women that can't do anything but look pretty. She has to learn how to earn her keep after the sex is over. She can't run errands for you, can't start an LLC, can't cook from scratch, but she can start an argument from scratch. She can't do anything. She doesn't want to play a vital role to the success of her own relationship.
You cooking with avocado oil now.
It behooves
Healthy.
you to even enter a relationship or even entertain her.
You know
That's
what's
all I'm
so
saying.
crazy is there was this story really quick. There was a man, right? And he had 3 girlfriends that he was trying to pick from in court.
In
One of
court?
them-
In court?
Oh, court.
Like,
Oh,
okay.
court.
I'm like, in court? What kind of court was
In
this?
court. I thought she was.
Oh.
Go ahead. He was trying to court 3
one
different
of
women.
them, so he gave all 3 of them 5 racks. One of them went and made herself beautiful. Like nails, hair, everything which you can get. The second one went and she bought this nigga a bunch of shit. Like, oh babe, I got you this, gifts. The third one went and she flipped that money like a hustler and came back and was like, yo, I got your money. Here's 5 racks back. And I made X, Y, and Z, right? Do you know which one the man picked?
The one with the tits.
The one with the fattest ass.
And tits. Aesthetically.
Period.
You
And
have
that's
to.
a fact.
I think women don't understand the hierarchy of men.
But that's real though, because they love to say the Keisha Kior thing where Gucci Mane gave her this much money when he was in jail and she flipped it. And all of this. But it's like, at the end of the day, men are visual.
Let's not
Period.
forget
So if
that.
there's 3 women that you can choose from and one is the most visually appealing, I just feel like a man's gonna choose that one.
You're right. And my advice, I like to admonish men to become the type of man that can attract a woman that has all 3 attributes.
Woo!
She can flip that money, she looks real good, and she can suck a golf ball through a water hose.
It's giving me. It's giving us our Faraday.
Not me. Anyway,
Why?
I don't know how to do it.
I keep teaching you.
I keep teaching
I
you.
think
it's
we need an
crazy.
actual class.
We'll do
Would you okay, this is
I
gonna
would.
be weird. Would you really?
like a one-on-one?
No.
A
With the
two-on-one.
Yes, with him.
I
One-on-one
would.
is
You
crazy.
would?
Who was him?
You know who I mean.
Like you're doing it though, not because I can't do it.
Yeah, you could do it.
I don't want to do it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I
But
can't-
you would be in the room and like be like,
Yeah, I
"No,
could do
bitch,
that.
Do this.
I
and
would
do that."
definitely do
I don't know if that's helpful.
Okay,
with enough drinks.
moving on.
Or
What
you
else
can
you got,
watch it.
Jen?
Okay, so all I could do, I'm done with that. All I can say is so we can move it along. I can say what my like 3 are.
All right, start with
Yeah.
your first one.
Yeah.
My first one is stop thinking that your femininity is a weakness.
Elaborate.
That's a bar.
Because there is no amount of independence or that I consider myself pretty successful. I'm very independent. I came up on my own. I went to school, blah, blah, I got a job, whatever. Like, I'm good. I don't, quote unquote, need a man, but there's no level of independence that I would say I have for myself that would give up my femininity. Like, I would never give up my femininity for independence. So I never think personally that my femininity is a weakness. It is actually a strength. I've heard men themselves tell me it disarms them. I've seen it disarm men. I've seen it be their weakness. So I don't understand why so many women think that being feminine is some sort of thing to, like, oh, I don't want to be feminine. I don't know. Men don't want that.
Well, I can tell you why. Because I understand it, although I've tapped very much so into my femininity. It's a defense mechanism. And I think that with women, when they feel like they're feminine, they're associated with being weak, which is not true. Mm-hmm. It's actually much more powerful than being masculine because, like you said, it disarms a man. It makes a man treat you like a woman versus treating you like a man when you get at a man. Trust me, I know he's going to get at you back like a man. Mm-hmm. Or when you get at him like a woman, it's going to disarm a man and make him feel comfortable. But I think that a lot of women have the idea of femininity skewed, and they associate it with being weak. They associate it with being like, oh my God, my guard is down and now I'm being so soft with this man and I can get hurt. Mm-hmm. So they put this guard up, and their guard and their defense mechanism comes off more masculine. So it's like, nigga, please.
But that always throw me off. And I said that always throw me off because I said this before. Women that claim or display difficulties tapping into their femininity have no problem talking to their child soft, even when they messed up. They have no problem with pulling their son to the side saying, hey, that was wrong. Hey, let me help you. Hey, whatever.
Because they don't feel as vulnerable with their kid. With their kid, they know that their kid loves them wholeheartedly. Yeah. So they feel less vulnerable with their child because their child has no choice. You like, nigga, I take care of you. I do all.
Why would you tether yourself to someone that you doesn't feel love you wholeheartedly?
But I was going to say that. You don't have many women. We love. That's a great idea, and I wish the world was like that. But a lot of women tether themselves to men because let me tell you why. Women can't find love because they're so busy trying to convince a man that doesn't love them that they're worthy. Yeah. And that's a lot of women's problem. You don't find love not because love is not out there. It's because you're trying so hard to convince people that don't love you or see your worth that you're worthy, whether it's childhood trauma, whether it's because your mama or your daddy didn't love you, whatever it is you're busy trying to convince people. And you think as soon as you convince them to love you, that you will somehow feel a sense of worthiness. And that is not the case.
Nah.
And then when they don't love you, you want to cry and you want to die. Like
but most women go their whole entire life operating from the pieces that her ex left inside of her.
True. Woo!
Like all her decision that she makes is based on what happened in her last previous relationships. Mm-hmm. Whether it was traumatic or pleasant, she's going to base all her steps off of that. Yeah. So like most of the women out there, homeboy, you lucked up when he fucked up. That's the only reason why you there, bro. You got to realize the only reason why you were with her because the man she really want ain't acting right. Period. That's why you there. The man she really want ain't acting right, and she's going to insert you. But that's my problem. Women need to stop doing that. Stop using activities and other men to band-aid your pain.
I get that.
I want you to sit down with yourself. I want you to sit down with yourself, reflect on what role you played in the erosion of your relationship.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you, Six.
Go ahead.
Do you think that, let's say there's a woman, right? She meets a man and she knows that she used to men that like are maybe toxic or not the best for her and the relationship ends bad or whatever. Let's say she meets a man. The man is incredible. The man is amazing. The man is like very giving and attentive and thoughtful and loving. Maybe smother her a little bit, but like, he's like very there. He's not unattractive, but she's not fully in it or fully attracted to him. And she's trying to be like, this is a good guy. this could be the guy that I marry. He wants all the things that like I want.
No, you let him go because
Women
eventually,
need to stop doing that.
women need to stop doing
Okay,
that shit.
that's my question.
Let that type of man go because he is ready and willing and able, and you are not. You're forcing yourself to be something you're not ready to be yet. That's like a boxer that's still injured and take his next fight too quick, and he go in there knowing his ribs is hurt, so he's not gonna even be successful in that fight
But
because
what
he wasn't
about the
even
woman
ready.
that feels like? Because I remember this man was like, "Well,
But wait, let me say this because if why ruin him because you're not ready?
Ooh.
You not even if you prefer toxic relationships because they're easier. You can show up however you want because it's toxic anyway. But when you're in a relationship,
anyway?
it's toxic.
It's
I had some
toxic.
shots too.
It's toxic anyway."
But if it's toxic anyway, it's easier for most women because it's toxic.
Y'all
I don't have to
remember
show
when
up.
this nigga said variety?
Variety was
It was crazy, but let me get my point.
Okay, sorry, Six.
Because it's serious.
Yeah.
Because if you keep dating the wrong type of man, homegirl, by the time you meet the right man, you gonna be the wrong woman. Sit down. Stop going out so much to band-aid your pain. Because happy women ain't in the streets like that. Happy women don't even post on the internet like that. The women that's posting all the time is trying to convince other people they happy.
Or they have a podcast that they do.
Or they have a we're not talking about the anomaly in the business women.
If you're
We're
actually
talking about
in
the women
business, yeah.
because men, we know y'all tricks. You're not fooling us men. We know if she start back posting half naked pictures, she back single again and she trying to make her ex mad. If she start posting vacations and random turn ups and cocktail hours, she want to make her ex jealous. If she start posting gym progress photos and random targets runs, she want to let her ex know that she's focusing on herself.
But
If
you
she
know
start
what's
posting
crazy?
life
Target runs
quotes,
is crazy.
if she start posting life quotes, she want to let her ex know that she's healed, sealed, and delivered. And oh yeah, the booty pic is not the thirst trap. The real thirst trap is her selfie photo.
Okay, let me say
We
this.
know what you're doing.
You know what's so crazy is even motherfucking J-Lo, when her and Ben Affleck got divorced, was posting thirst traps. It don't matter what level of woman you are. It's like
but J-Lo
mind-
is incredibly insecure. Let's just get that all the way together. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know her, but go
She
ahead.
isn't.
Sips tea.
You listen to
She
her.
said sips tea.
No, listen to her. You can't tell when someone's insecure.
I don't not like that, but I don't listen to her.
I understand. I didn't mean like listen to her. I'm just saying
I
like.
don't listen to her. Like I don't in
Well,
any
anyway,
capacity.
I said what I said. She
No,
No,
I'm not
I
saying take
agree
it back,
with
but-
you, and I do agree with you. Like I've heard her say shit in the
It's
clip.
weird. She's
a
needs
very
so
big weirdo.
much. She
Yeah,
needs a
is.
lot of affirmation.
Even when she was in the gym and she was like, "Yeah, when I was running up and down the streets in the Bronx, you ever see that?"
No,
And people were like, some girl came out and said, "Bitch,
I watched like 30 minutes of her Netflix special and had to turn it off. I'm like,
she's
this is
cringe.
sad.
She's cringe."
It's very sad. And what's interesting about people like that is they never know that it's so obvious. And I was just like, I love J-Lo though. Her work ethic,
No, her
Up
work
there.
ethic is out of this world.
I love J-Lo. J-Lo can do no wrong. But once I saw that Netflix special, I was actually like, dang, I didn't realize she was so insecure. But anyway,
You could tell by her dating life. Anyways, J-Lo.
sorry.
J-Lo.
I'm sure she
Getting
doesn't
rid of
care
a lot.
about us and doesn't know us and all that good stuff.
She know who the fuck I am.
Anyway.
What else you got?
Oh, yeah. Let me. My next one was, and I'm sure this is not going to surprise anyone. I learned a long time ago to stop taking advice from women.
Yes.
I only take advice from
Yeah.
him,
We've
my daddy, my brother, and a very good friend of mine that I won't reveal, but there's only a handful of
And
people
me.
that I take it. I do.
I'm just kidding.
I will bounce some things off you, but take your advice. Nah,
I wouldn't-
I will about
It's
certain
a-
things.
I'm just
there's-
kidding. I was
if
just
you
kidding.
take a czar advice, one thing is for sure. You're gonna have a story.
Yeah.
I can't say it's gonna
What
come
type
out
of
bad. I
story?
can't say it's gonna come out good. That's a coin
But you
toss.
will have
but
a
you
story.
will
Yeah.
have a story
Mhm.
that's out of this world.
Mhm.
That's what I love about her. Azar's
Mhm.
life is like a movie. She have all these stories, and your life should be storied.
Mhm.
It should be
Storied,
storied.
okay?
You know what I mean? But yeah. I
And my
can't-
last one, I'm sure there's nothing to dive into. With
No,
that. That's
last
pretty
one.
good.
Go ahead.
And my
'cause that's
last one
girls.
is stop expecting men to one, want what you want. And a part two, a little bit of hinge to that is not what, not, wait, I'm sorry. I don't know why I messed it up. Let me start over. Stop expecting men to want what you want as a woman.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like they don't want the same thing that you want. You have homegirls for that. You have other besties and other things for that. Like men are not going to be as emotional as you, and they don't
I
need
agree
to be.
with
I
that.
wouldn't want him if he was. Secondly, to that is stop expecting men to not want what they want. Like, stop expecting them to not be sexual, not physical, not want you in that way initially when he doesn't know you.
Become a lesbian, motherfucker, if that's what you want.
I can't do women like that. Women
Not
are-
you. I'm saying whoever is trying to. Because I feel like one of the things that I wanted to say was women need to stop feminizing men.
Yeah.
Stop trying to have a
Yeah.
dance on TikTok with you.
Yo.
Stop trying to. Stop trying to.
That's not your bestie.
Yeah, like stop trying to make them go shopping and try on dresses with you. Like it's just
That's
burn.
Unless they enjoy it.
Unless they enjoy it, because my dad.
Unless they
he
enjoy.
took me
I
shopping.
enjoy
Yeah.
going with
No,
my
that's
wife,
different.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm very,
but not all the time.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
If
so if
they
he don't
enjoy
enjoy
it,
But
it,
that's not the
Yeah.
feminine part that I think she means.
No, I don't mean that. But like for instance, my dad took me shopping all the time, so I'm used to that, and I
like dancing with my
Yeah.
wife on TikTok.
No,
That's my homie.
never
I
seen
enjoy it.
You don't be doing what they be doing.
I
No, it's
do. We
different.
got one. I'm
Do
gonna
you?
drop. Yeah, I got one. I'm gonna drop.
I mean, at your wedding.
Huh?
Your wedding one, that was funny.
yeah, no.
we all
But I got
doing
one. Yeah, but I got one. I mean, we do.
Okay, what's
I am
what's
her
the
friend.
limit?
I am
yeah.
her friend
We know,
in that
with
way.
that,
I get what you're
you
saying,
see
but
what I'm saying,
there's
though.
a thin line in that.
Yeah.
You have to keep inventory how much stuff that you actually like that your dude don't like because y'all might not be right for each other too.
That's
Mhm.
true.
That's it. All starts in
true,
the way
too.
women, and Jen has said this a million times. Women have one job:
Choosing.
Mhm.
choosing the right man, and you guys don't do that right. You've been unsuccessful in 35 human years. You still ain't chose
Stop
the right
saying
man.
that.
Because I live in dog years, so I get it.
I knew you was a bitch.
Ooh.
Dog
You said
years.
you were.
said, yeah.
I'm out of here, motherfucker.
This my
we
sister.
don't
I
need
love her. It
no
was a
more
joke.
of this.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm gonna clip it though at that point so it won't seem like one.
That,
She's
ooh,
stupid.
Then next episode, Snoop Dogg
They
is
gonna
gonna.
be like,
Snoop gonna be posted the next episode.
Shout out to Snoop. He reposted
He
us.
showed it.
Shout out
He gave
Snoop
me- he said I
Doggy
deserve a
Dogg.
gold
He's from
medal.
Long Beach, like me, baby.
And our producer.
It's rolling 20s.
Okay.
Long Beach. And
Anyway, shout out to
downtown.
Snoop. He reposted.
I feel like I took like half an hour, so the rest is up to y'all.
No, we was combing through it.
I'm gonna let Six go.
Yeah, 'cause
because
you have
honestly,
actually
Six
definitive-
got a list.
but,
and stuff.
Yeah.
I have what other people, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
homie, I
dive
got a
back
list
and
of
forth
things.
some of what a lot of the men were saying,
Okay.
but I also want to touch on just some things in general. First,
Right.
I'll go with one of the good ones I heard that men said, which I was like, we don't talk about this enough, that how women use the kids as a pawn to hurt the father.
I had one of those too.
And
That's sad.
the cold part about it
That's
is,
so sad.
I hate that
I hate
wait,
that
I'm
too.
finna tell you what's cold.
because you hurting the kid.
That's even colder than that.
What?
Women who use their children as a pawn to hurt their father, you can only hurt a father that really want to be there. Think about it. The fathers that don't want to be in their life, you're not hurting him by keeping him away from his child. You're not hurting him by manipulating the child. They don't even in the child's life. Women mostly only do this move to men who actually want to be in their life. Because a man that don't want to be in a child's life and don't want to hold up his responsibility, nothing you do can really affect him. He's indifferent to the existence of his child. So really the ones who really get hurt when a woman plays this chess game using the child as a pawn is the men that really want to be in their children's life. And that's not fair. And stop saying you a single mother if the father is there helping. You're not a single mother, you're a single woman. And there's a difference. If the father is there helping, taking on the responsibilities, emotional, financial, and spiritual, and still adding provision, then no, you're not quit trying to elicit sympathy. You're not a single mother.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
That's one I love because that
Yeah.
bothers the
That bothers me too.
fuck out of me. I'm
That
like,
bothers me too.
how are you a single fucking parent? You have a partner that's involved in your child's
You're the one
life.
pushing them
You're
away.
just single. Just like the rest of us, motherfucker.
Or you're pushing that man
You
away,
just
and
single,
that's
just
on
like
you.
the rest of us.
And now, don't get me wrong, having a second person in the household with the child is helpful. So I do understand that. But your relationship status has nothing to do with your child. Stop playing.
I mean,
I mean, it has something to do with it.
It
Let me
does,
take that
but
back.
you have to
Yeah.
compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Because he could be a horrible, shitty boyfriend, but an excellent father.
Right.
But a lot of times women coerce the children. And you have some women like, I've never said anything bad about you. No, but children pick up on energy, and your energy is always suggestive, and you put a negative connotation on my role in this child's life, and they feel like they have to choose.
That's why I always...
If you're gonna cry in front
Yeah.
of them unwarranted, like nothing happened, but you want to cry, and they're like, "Oh, it's just be like." Women know how to manipulate a child,
So bad.
like
so easily.
very clandestinely.
Mm-hmm.
Where they don't have to flat out always say, your dad ain't shit, or I'm keeping it. It's little subtle things they can do, but you're only hurting a father who actually wants to be there. That move don't work on a father who don't want to be there because he ain't there.
That's crazy.
So that's counterproductive. It's like, these are the men that are trying to be in the children's life. Again, he may have been a horrible husband, but he could be an excellent father.
Mm.
So you have to step out of the way and make room for that. And I do think
That's
women
real.
need to stop doing
I
this
hate
shit.
that.
agree.
Because
Shout out to
it's-
my mom. My mom never energy-wise, vocally, ever made me feel some type of way about my father.
And you know what?
Ever.
I feel like that's big because
Ever.
like-
She never said one bad thing about him. She never had a bad
I
energy
love
towards them,
that.
even when they were going through it, when they first got divorced and they didn't want, my dad wanted her back.
hello, mama.
Do your
Someone said
dad still want your mom?
No.
someone said my mama stood on business because she never took that nigga back.
That's
But I agree because I feel like
Mm.
for me, even with my niece, sometimes my sister get on my goddamn nerves. But I would never bring my niece into it. And if I have a problem with my sister, I would be like, step outside and I'm gonna talk to her privately. Because I don't ever believe in bringing a parent down in front of their kid, no
That's
matter
just-
who the
yeah,
parent
'cause
is.
they-
It's the kid's job to form their own relationship with their parent and their own judgment with their parent.
Yeah.
And I think that that's incredibly toxic and it's incredibly unfair to your child. And you're putting yourself first and your relationship first versus your child. And it's
Mhm.
selfish, it's disgusting, and it's bottom of the barrel, bitch.
Quick question. What about women who are dating someone with a child? Because I got asked a question when I was in a relationship like, hey, if I ever had to do something for my child's mom, like maybe pay her rent or maybe do something, would you have an issue with that? I was like, no. Why would I not want you to take care
I
of your
agree.
own?
I agree.
That's weird. Like, yeah, take
If
care of
he
her.
was
Take
like,
care of
yo,
them.
fuck her, fuck them, then that's the signal for you to run.
Thank you.
I
Like
agree.
if you,
So stop
if
stepping
you
in
don't
the way. If you
don't
are dating,
understand the
yeah.
nexus between how you make your kid's mother feel and the sanctity and
I
health of
agree.
the kids, if you don't understand that nexus, then you're not even fit to be a father, a boyfriend, or even a companion of mine.
Mm.
Because I'm next in line.
And stop trying to get with these men and you see they treat their baby mama like shit. They don't take care of what needs to be taken care of. If she does need something, they don't step up. Stop being with men like that and then having kids with them and expecting them to be different.
That also is a...
That's the thing that women blow my mind with.
What'd you think he was going to do?
What do you think he was gonna do? You saw him treat his baby mama like shit. If I have a man that's not in their kid's life that blames their baby mama and treats them like shit, that's a red flag, baby. I'm moving to the left and I'm never coming back.
I mean, I get it, but I gotta say, there's a thin line in between that because
Really?
what if the baby
Well,
mama is
was doing what we
manipulative?
just
Now
said.
there
Yeah,
is
there's
that.
a thin line.
Yeah.
So
But
you
there's a
have,
thin line.
I think you take that
Take
in
it
account
into, yeah,
in conjunction with everything else
Yeah.
he's doing,
right.
and then you say which one is more likely.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take it in light in conjunction
Agreed.
of all his other behaviors and attributes and shortcomings and
Mm.
Now, I messed with a guy and he had 2 kids from 2 different baby mamas and he wasn't in both of the kids' life and he blamed the baby mamas for both.
nah,
I
you
just
should
was
run
like,
because that means he picked
that
wrong.
I did. And
So
I was
that mean he
like,
picked wrong.
No, that don't seem right. And his daughter to this day is really close with me. And she will tell me like it hurt her so bad that he wasn't around, you know? And I'm like, damn, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I pray that little girl and that man find healing and repair their relationship because a child needs their father, especially. They always talk about how much a
Especially
son
women,
needs his father,
really
but a
does.
daughter really, really needs her father because
I agree.
her father's her first boyfriend. That's
I
who's
agree.
setting the tone. That is who's going in there hardwiring all her thoughts. They're gonna launch off of her relationship she had with her father. Either
You
she
are
gonna want a
100%
man that's
correct.
just like her father,
Yeah.
or she gonna want a man nothing like her father. That's how important that relationship is.
I realized that my dad taught me, or, you know, I don't know if it was purposeful, but like that's where I got my love language from. Like my
Yeah,
dad
you
is
say that.
big on acts of service.
Yeah.
And that just, even with my mom to this day, anybody asks me, he's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I got you. Like he is up, he's at him, he wants to do it. Like it's very natural for him and very visceral for him to do. And I realized that that's super, super important to me because
And,
like
yeah,
he would
I
even take me on dates. Like, oh, I'll fill your gas tank. Oh, here, let's go do this. I wash your car. I'll clean your house. I'll do like my
That's
dad
what a father is
does
supposed to do. He's supposed to
everything.
set the tone so that you
And did.
understand what your worth is.
And
Now, if
did.
you start giving these guys discounts, that's on you.
Mm.
But I always tell women, don't give no man no discount. I want you to add up your worth and put tax on it.
My dad would take me shopping. So that's my love language. And seriously, every time I was sad, every time I was something, my dad loves like shopping. So we would always go shopping together. We would get lunch and we would go to South Coast Plaza. And I would just love it. And that was my favorite thing. And I know that sounds really vain, but
No, it
bonded.
wasn't about that. It was what you did.
Bonded. And then if I tried on something he liked, get every color. Do you have every color in this? I'm like, Dad, I don't want every color in the same amount.
I do.
And if
like
it was
that.
tight, and I remember one time I had these jeans that was tight, that ass was sitting. My dad was like, no, absolutely the fuck not. And I used to be like, Dad, please. No, he wouldn't let me get anything like that.
I can
love
see that.
My
In high
dad is
school, I
my
had to wear
road dog.
khaki skirts down to my thing. He wouldn't even let me wear jeans.
To your ankles.
And I didn't realize I had a huge ass when I was young. But I guess he did, because he wouldn't let me wear jeans at the fuck all. I used to be like, who doesn't let someone wear jeans? And then I would put them in my backpack, go into the bathroom.
That's why, as a child, you're not supposed to lean not to your own understanding.
That's
You have
That's
an underdeveloped brain. And
But
you're
as a
not ready.
child, you don't
that's how
understand
important
that.
a father is.
Yeah.
And that's how you can mess up a relationship with a father and child.
But my
Because
dad
the mom
was so
is like, you can
strict.
wear jeans. I'm just giving a scenario. If the mom is like, you can wear jeans, and it's like, yeah, dad do be tripping. But no, dad understands how the world works and don't want these grown men looking at you like a grown woman, because you develop soon. And you develop sooner than most women.
Yeah, I
You
did
get what I'm
develop.
saying?
So now I was tiny with a big butt. When I was 12 years old, R. Kelly tried to take me back to his room, me and my sister on a
Oh
cruise.
Lord, y'all heard it here first.
I swear to God. I have it
Breaking
on.
news.
I have it on VHS.
You have it on VHS.
VHS is
Not him
crazy.
trying to take me, but a VHS of him.
Uh-huh.
You can ask my sister. This is on
I'm
God.
asking you.
We
Don't
were
put it
on
on
a
God. Leave
cruise.
God out of this.
We were on a cruise.
Why are you always telling her to leave?
Yeah, we was on a cruise. R. Kelly was there.
R. Kelly was on. You trying to tell me R. Kelly
I was
got
in a
on Carnival?
Rockaware.
R. Kelly was on a Carnival cruise.
It wasn't a carnival. My
Oh
parents
my
are
God.
rich. It was a very exclusive cruise. My parents had money.
Oh, Royal
So-
Caribbean.
You know my parents are rich. So I had on a Rockaware jacket bomber. One side red, one side blue. Was confused. Was I blood? Was I crip? I don't know. So then I was there, right? I was 12 years old. I had a big butt. I was tiny. My sister was there, who was at 15 at the time. R. Kelly came up to us. He was like, this is my room number. I want you guys both to come to my room. Swear to God, my sister was like, we're going. And I was like, no, the fuck we're not. And if we go, I was crazy. I was like, if we go, and if you decide to go, I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm telling mom and dad, and I'm losing it. And she was like, you're so dry. And I said, I'm not going to R. Kelly's fucking room, bruv.
You know, you're saying some very incriminating.
I don't give a fuck. R. Kelly's in jail right now. R. Kelly, I have you on VHS, motherfucker. I should have been on the documentary. But I didn't end up going. I didn't end up going to the. This is true. I don't give a damn.
you.
My sister can vouch for this. I didn't end up going to the room, and we didn't end up going to the room. Now, if my sister was in charge, we would have went to the room. Ain't no telling what would have happened.
Mm.
Upper.
Now, I'm crazy, so I would have been like, I know you fucking lying. She, on the other hand, she might have been one of his little things. Don't know.
All right. So what's the third thing that women should stop doing? Going to R. Kelly's room, apparently.
She said, yeah.
Stop letting niggas pee on you
That's horrible.
and shit on you in Dubai.
That's horrible.
Oh my God.
And let you get fucked
I
by a
think
dog.
women should stop, when you're dating with intention, you should stop vibing and start asking real questions.
I agree. I was gonna say that one.
A lot
I
of
changed it. I
He's
women-
coming
love it.
for me because I used to
I'm
vibe
not
like
just
a bitch.
coming.
I
She said,
vibe.
I
a
used
lot
to,
of
but I don't.
you know,
vibe.
for those of you don't know, I deal with like 50, 60 women every week. This
Your
is
business
common.
is like.
Yeah, my
I
business
wanted to
is
say
women.
that like because he's a whore, but he's a male gigolo. In case you didn't
Stupid.
know, but sorry, no, I'm just kidding. He's
But-
a personal trainer. He's a celebrity trainer.
Why'd you say something
It's-
like that?
it's
Huh?
it's
Why'd you say
common
something like that?
for women to not want to mess up the vibe and go
Yeah.
do a deep dive.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna challenge y'all to start doing a deep dive.
Mhm.
Stop asking stupid ass questions like
What's
what's
your
your
favorite
birthday and your
color?
horoscope.
Strong.
Where were you
Your
born?
horoscope and what time? Stop, women,
What
listen,
time
hold
were
on,
you
wait. Let me get this
born?
off.
Yes.
Let me get this off. Let me get this off. Women need to start asking better questions when you are dating with intention.
Where's the camera
Stop
that you're supposed to be
asking.
looking
No,
at?
I'm going to look right at right here.
Why?
Because that's where I want to look.
I think the women out there need to hear it.
Women need to start asking better questions when you're dating with intention. Stop asking dumb stuff like, what is your birthday and what time you was born? That has nothing to do. Ask about their healing journey. Have you been to therapy? What are some of the 3 things that people say about you that they misjudge you on? I want you to ask better questions so you can know that who the man is in front of you. Because what time you was born, that don't mean nothing. Like, oh, you a Gemini, you do this. Man, that shit is crazy. One girl
a little bit of
because you into that. One girl, by the time I was done with this one girl, she had diagnosed me with being a chronic avoidance with hyper loneliness, with the moon rising of a masochist on a life path 4. Now I don't know what any of that means, but I played along because the sex was good. No, this is the score horoscope talk.
I've never heard none of that.
Well, you're a Libra, and I love you. And so this is the thing that I'm gonna say. I agree with that.
Isn't
so
he a
much.
whole Libra though?
Yeah, he is. And the guy and who I work with is a Libra, and we get along so well because Libra and Aries are a match. Now, when we don't get along, we're gonna cut up, but we're gonna come back. Now, this is the thing that I'm gonna say. That's true, but we're very locked in. This is the thing that I'm gonna say though. I agree so much because a year ago this time, I was all about a vibe, baby. And 6 Gen know that. And I was very adamant about I'm just a vibe. You could just vibe out with me. And today, my homegirl and I had a conversation, and you know what's so cold about it is I used to want to be a vibe for exactly what 6 said. I didn't want to ruin it. It's new, it's fresh. I don't want to ruin the energy. I don't want to ruin the vibe that we have going on. I just want to not say anything, so I'm not one of those girls. I don't want to overstep. I don't want to do this. Man, fuck that shit, because let me tell you something. There's no longevity in that. That is not sustainable. That is not something that you can really build off of. That is something that you can have a
It's like she's been listening
How
to
long
you.
I've been telling her that, y'all?
I gotta learn my own lesson.
I'm glad you're finally looking at the camera.
Because
it's a whole different vibe now.
How many seasons have y'all heard me sit here?
At least 3.
But you know I have to go through my own trials and tribulations. And guess what? I learned the hard motherfucking way that vibe is some bullshit.
It is.
And the last situation I was in, I wish I would have been like, hey, come here. What we on? What we doing? What we I should have said all them motherfucking things, and now they can't even step to me.
It is so
Same. I have a whole video about no titles too.
It is so refreshing to see you reconstruct your constitution of how you govern yourself in these relationships, especially when they're new, fragile, and how you have a bunch of important inquiries that you have to get to the bottom of. I love to hear you talk like this. You are on your healing journey. Yeah. I want you to start posting gym progress pictures and random Target runs. Let everybody know you healed. Let them know you
Let
healed.
them know.
I'm
baby.
here for it. Hey, listen, I have a video that was like, I'm not all caught up in titles and if we vibe in it, It was taken a little out of context, but I definitely
wrong for
she
that.
said
You
she's
wrong
still
for
bad.
that, sis.
I still don't really trip off a title
because if you don't make a man step up to the motherfucking plate,
I don't like that how that sounds.
I agree with you on the way that sound. He has to want to step up to the plate. But a title,
you can't make anyone. So I'm
but
wrong
a
for
title,
that.
right? You can't make anyone do anything, and you shouldn't even want to be with anyone who doesn't want to do those things with joy and glee inherently. Like, I don't want to be, and this go for men and women, especially men, fellas. You can love on a woman, that won't make her stay with you. You can treat her right, that won't make a woman stay with you. You could be the most handsome guy with a 12-pack, that won't make her stay with you. You can buy her a house, a car, an island, right off of Virginia, it won't make her stay with you. Nothing will make a woman stay with you but her wanting to stay with you.
Facts.
That's it. Especially when it get rough.
Tough.
She wants to belong to you. That's why she's there. I learned that over the course of my own relationship through our ups and downs. My wife has never fled from my side because she wants to belong to me. She's here because she wants to be here. She wants to belong to me.
Right.
So find a woman or a man who wants to be yours. And then you won't have to demand what you need. You can tell them what you need, because if you don't tell them, how else will they know? A closed mouth don't get fed.
What's the difference between, and I know I don't want to give too off topic, but I do have to ask this question because this is so nuanced for me personally. Asking someone to do something that they don't organically do, like whatever their love language is, however they show love, or whatever it is that they want to do. You're not demanding it.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the question?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Let me land this plane.
Ooh, you sound like someone I know.
He got it from me.
They got a Versace glass on and a Gucci shoe.
She's funny. Go ahead.
My shoes are not Gucci.
She talking about me, baby. That's okay. You thought she was the only one fly on the show. It's okay.
She's the one who got Chanel shoes on.
It's okay. She thought she
No, I did not think I was the
We see you
only
with
one.
the Balenci's.
These are not
They're
Balenciagas.
Prada.
They're Pradas.
Oh, okay.
They tried to
My
jack up.
glasses are Gucci.
But ask your question.
I lost it. Okay, I think what I'm asking is,
Telling the man what you need.
if you're telling him what you need, he already doesn't do it organically.
Okay.
But that's exactly what I
Pause.
asked
Wait, but
Six
what's
earlier.
the
It was the
pause?
same exact
Pause. What's the question though?
That's what I'm trying.
You trying to
Y'all
formulate it?
suck. Yes.
Land the plane.
How do you ask a man to do?
Angelito.
Are you trying to say how do you ask a man to do something he doesn't naturally do? Is that the question?
Yes.
How to ask him?
Ish. I think before you even get to the point of asking him, you have to have some sort of realization that he's already not doing it. So at the end of the day, you are asking someone to do something that they're obviously not organically doing. Now, what I think I understand is that if it is no problem for him, he's just like, oh, it's weird that you don't whatever. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that was important to you. No problem. I don't mind doing it.
Okay.
Versus
Okay.
him being against doing it or saying he wants to do it and never does it.
And I hear that's a scenario,
What
but
do you
what's the
do?
question? What do you do?
Like, what does that mean? What are you saying? And to fit into the context of what you just said, you're not demanding. It's like, okay, but I actually like this. Like, let's say their love language is not to show you love is not acts of service, but he does it another way. Like, I'll do something, like maybe I spend time with you.
All right, but as people, as humans,
Okay.
we need what we need. And we never gonna stop needing
Ooh.
what we need, no matter who you with. You can try to bury that, forget about it, subdue yourself, fight the yearning of your own need, but it's gonna come back to bite you. All the things you overlook in the beginning is gonna be all the reasons why you break up when it's over.
Yeah.
So be
True.
very specific on what you need.
Mm-hmm.
If I need cheese in my eggs and I tell you put cheese in my eggs,
You like onions too.
Make the eggs with
I
cheese
do.
and onions.
Are
for
you
me.
gonna make my eggs with cheese and onions?
Yeah.
But you don't normally
You like
make it.
them a little
but
wet
but
or
you,
hard?
I don't like them hard. I like them medium.
Me too.
Soft.
That's
And the
do
bacon
you,
crispy.
But are you gonna tell me, nah, I don't want to make them like that?
No.
Right? Because you like that's no problem.
Correct.
right.
All right. So if I'm telling you, hey, I need to spend time with you. I'm the type that need to be with my man, or I need sex on a regular basis. If that's what you need, and they saying okay, and they don't do it, then they're showing you I cannot give you what you need. Everything that happens after that falls on you because they're no longer the one with the problem. You have the problem. You're still not getting what you need. So it's your problem. It ain't their problem. You already told them how you felt and gave them a chance to adjust. If they didn't do it and you continue on with the relationship, you shouldn't even complain because they already showed you. Actions speak louder than words.
Right.
When the actions and the words don't line up, when actions say one thing and words say the other thing, what are you going to go with? Azar, if I kick your car and you saw me kick your car and I say, I didn't kick your car, what are you going to believe? What I said or what you just saw me do? So if I'm telling you, yeah, I'm going to do this, baby, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it, but I don't do it, what you going to believe?
Now, let me ask you a question, though. What if a man's
Knocked
action?
on my mic.
She did.
Tap, tap, tap.
After they
What
could
if
see
a
it.
man's actions are everything, but his words are not?
Wait,
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is something spicy. Let's say a man is like spending all this time with you, doing everything that you want your husband to do, doing everything that you want to give, but he's like, I'm not ready for a commitment. But he's showing you commitment.
That's not everything. See, y'all always focus in on the romantic part of a relationship. Y'all focus on the romance. He's buying me this and he's taking me here. And
No,
he's
no,
here.
no. I
Wait,
said
listen, he's
spending
having
every
sex.
time. I'm
And
not
he's having
saying.
but that's
He said
Making me
fine.
this family.
listen. That's the romance. You romanticize about meeting a man's family and his
Yeah,
mother and his
true.
mother. That's the romantic
True.
aspect. The romantic aspect ain't got nothing to do with the companionship and the friendship. The romantic aspect of a relationship is these big grandiose gestures. He got me flowers and he flew me out and but the real relationship is the day-to-day, but now mundane things. He remembered to take my trash out on the way out. He sent
But
me
what if he
lunch.
did all of
blah,
that?
Listen, let me finish. She gonna. You want to
let
make
him
something
land the
work that
plane.
obviously ain't working.
No, I think I understand what she's saying, but I also understand what you're saying.
I
Let me be the bridge. Let me be the quick bridge.
Okay, go ahead.
Bridge it out.
So let's talk about that. The thing we saw the other day on the internet where the woman was like, "Do you want to get married? Like
Oh, yeah.
before we ever proceed from here, do you want to?"
She
get
asked
married?
him on
It was
the
the balloon
video.
pop,
I think it was the
whatever.
balloon pop video. I
And
saw a
she
clip.
and he was like, "Well,"
but she said she said on a scale from 1 to 10,
yeah, on a
and
scale
you can't use 7.
7.
How important is it for you to be married? On a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. How important it is for you to be married? And the man
you
said,
can't
"What,
use
Jen?
7 is great.
What did the man say, Jen?"
The man said, "All I know is I want to be with someone when I'm old. on the person I wake up next to, when we get old, like it's just me and her to the point where we're old.
That's what he said. And then the balloon pop man was like, all right, so y'all gonna do this or not? And the guy was like, I don't know. And she's like, come on, we can do it. Come on, let's like, are y'all gonna match? And he's like, I don't know. And she's like, come on, we can match. And I paused the video and I said, Jen, you see that? That's what's wrong with women right there.
Mhm.
She asked him a specific question. She said, on a scale from 1 to 10, how important is marriage is to you, and you can't use 7. That means that marriage is important to her, and she wanted to know how important it is to him.
Mhm.
He never said on the scale, he did not answer the question. But she still was like, come on, let's go match.
That's what women do wrong.
3 years from now, she'll be talking about how all men ain't shit and how she's having bad luck. But you don't have bad luck. You make bad decisions, baby.
So we can.
I have a person, I won't say who it is, but I gave them this advice. I said, you're going into the dating realm and this person really liked this guy. And I said, if that you want to get married and you want to have kids in the next 2 years, if that person is sitting in front of you does not want that, you should walk away fast, quick, fast, like quicksand, quick, fast. Didn't listen to me. We'll say,
and I bet they pay the price for it.
Very, very.
We have about 5 minutes.
When
y'all
you get-
have one more topic that you want to get off
let's
of?
see.
No, you want to just try to do an ending and then we'll come back into it and just keep going? Because I don't even know if you didn't even say what yours were.
No, I can go. I think we should
You
do
wanna-
Men Got Fucked Up because I want to see which one does better. And then
Okay.
do a part 2 if that's okay.
Okay, then end it. It's less 6. You have something
No,
else.
I mean,
Oh, you can end it.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
I'll edit it. Just
Yeah.
end it.
Okay.
Where would you say
No,
we should
you
end it?
finish what you were saying.
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot.
But
Y'all,
women
so-
need to stop.
Oh,
The last thing we'll say is, my therapist said this most wonderful thing, and I will never forget it. And I love my therapist to this day. If for some reason he's ever watching this, my therapist, I love you. One day he said,
I love you too.
"You're not." The
I say
only-
everything your therapist say before your therapist
True.
say it.
that's
To
what
a degree.
Nicole said. She
To
can
a
have-
degree.
She
She
could,
said,
yeah.
"Bitch,
That's what I tell her.
That's
She be
exactly what my
she
sister
come
said.
back. She come back and be
Yeah.
like, my
True.
therapist just said
That's
the
my
same
sister.
thing.
She's
My
mad.
therapist said
She's like,
I'll be
bitch,
I should be
She
paying
started to
you.
get uptight. I'm like, what's the problem? She said, bitch, you should be paying me.
I love
Or she'll
Nicole.
tell her
I
therapist something I
love
said.
Nicole.
I know.
Or
Nicole,
she'll-
Nicole, I love
do
you.
too. Tell her to come back. Or
Yes,
she'll-
come back.
Look, she'll tell the therapist something I said, and she'll be like, the therapist was like, oh, I was.
Yeah, no, he likes what you say too. He
I-
was like, "I'm so glad you have a good support system
Yeah,
because you
everyone
are."
likes what Six said.
So what he
Alexis is
said
something out
was, he was like, "You should never romanticize a relationship,
there.
but that does not mean you cannot find romance
Ooh.
in a relationship."
Ooh.
And there's a difference.
And there is a difference. We'll talk about that next time. You never know. Azar, you want to close this out because
Let's
we
take
got
this
to
home.
go.
So I'll say this, y'all. Women, y'all be on some bullshit, but we love you because I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm pro woman. Everybody knows that.
Everyone's pro woman. But there's things that we can grow from. There's things that we can learn from. So maybe you take this like, don't be on the defense, because a lot of the times when I was younger, I was very defensive. I can still get in that bag at times, but I really try to take constructive criticism, and I think it's so fucking important because it's how you grow.
Yeah.
So listen to this. Love y'all so much.
Ooh,
Don't
send us
forget to
questions and
send us
reactions.
questions,
Yeah, 'cause we
interact
gonna
with
use
us,
them.
DM us, comment, subscribe, become a member, do all the things. We love y'all for continuing to grow our audience. We do plan on doing a live show very, very soon. So we'll start in LA. So anyone from Los
Has to be
Angeles,
LA.
do get ready for that. And I can't wait for the next episode. Love y'all. We will come back with a part 2. I know we say that all the time, but we will.
No, we won't.
We
All right, guys, that is it. We have ran out of time. But if you like what you heard or disagree with what you heard today, please let us know. Follow us on Instagram at the UAF Podcast, and also like and subscribe to our YouTube, the UAF Podcast. Again, we always read your comments and we always respect your perspective. Thank you for tuning in. This is the UAF crew, and as always, we are not sorry.